Yo, YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Cray, and in today's video, I am talking about the quickest way for you to improve in Apex Legends. I mean, overnight improvement. Seriously, I kid you not. I kid you not. Now, I want to let you guys know, the people that clicked on here thinking that I had the one tip that's going to literally, when I tell it to you, you're going to implement it and get a 4K badge, 20 kills, like, oh man, I'm sorry, you're in the wrong place. Look, because what I'm getting ready to share with you all, and I'm gonna share, I promise, I'm not trying to take too much time, is something that's gonna be an ongoing process, okay? And it's this right here. Learning from every single situation you are placed in, okay? Every single one, every single situation, right? No matter if you won a situation or you lost a situation, okay? Let me explain. Too many times we blame something, bad teammates, multiple third parties, footstep audios, you name it, right? We blame everything. But the one thing we don't ever really blame is ourselves, right? There are several variables that we can't control. We can't control third parties. We can't control footstep audio. Like, that's all stuff that Respawn handles, right? That's out of our power. That's out of our jurisdiction, right? We should only be focused on the things that we control. Okay, only the things that we can control. There is every situation, in every situation, there is something that could have went different. There's something that we could have done different that could have provided us with a different outcome. Or if we won a situation, man, how did I win that situation, man? They had me pinned. It was a 1v3, it was a 1v2. Like, how did I win that situation? And it's literally, if you're a streamer or a content creator or whatever, literally watch the VOD. Man, how did I win that? What did I do there? Like, I kind of zoned out, man. What did I do there? Or if you're not and you just play casually, mentally reflect, man, what did I do, man? Like, y'all really beat them dudes up, man. Man? You know what I'm saying? Take the time to do that. And every time you do that and you actually learn from it, oh, I know, man, I could have armor swapped. Oh, dude, I took too much time to reload my gun. I should have just switched to my secondary and hope for the best or whatever, right? Like, if you start to think that way, you will have productivity, because again, there's so much toxicity surrounding the things that we can't control. Respawn, fix your game, fix your audio, all third party. Like, bro, if you feel that way, I'm sorry, just play a different game. Play a different game, man. Like, seriously, play a different game, and I promise you, you will appreciate what Respawn does for Apex Legends. Now, I'm not saying they don't need to fix those things. They do. We need to address third parties. We need to address footstep audio over gunshots or ability usages and things like that, of course. But I'm saying, man, it's not as bad as we make it seem. Again, put a lot of that blame on yourself, and you will start to have some productivity. So what I wanted to do here, I wanted to actually show you guys an example of what I mean. Okay, I want to show you guys an example of a situation that I feel like I could have played better. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll the footage, and yeah, let's do that. All right, y'all, so this is a situation from my last stream, okay? I was playing duos with my brother Drizzy. We were kind of pub stomping a little bit. We were feeling good. So this situation right here, isn't it? It's what happens after the situation. I'm going audio off just so I can talk over it, and so you guys don't get confused with my in-game voice and what's going on. So we clapped at Octane. It was a solo, right? And you can tell I'm kind of bloodthirsty right now. I'm like, yo, let's fly the next team. So I seen a team literally over here by teleporter in this house, right? So I'm flying it, right? And mind you, in this situation, okay, I see whoever that was that the Gibby. I seen the Gibby, I take some shots at the Gibby. We do a little exchange right there, right? Okay, so that's okay. That's okay. But what I should notice is that Drizzy isn't directly behind me. He isn't in position with me, right? I think he's getting some loot. He might be getting some heals, getting some ammo, whatever he needs to do, right? Rightfully so, you know, because we were chasing that Octane around for quite some time, right? So I'm over here. I'm in the line of sight of the Gibraltar's teammate, which is a Wraith, okay? So I get lasered, and as I get lasered, what I decide to do is, again, I get bloodthirsty here. So I take the jump pad that the Octane threw down, and I fly these guys. No armor, just straight flesh, right? So I fly these guys. At this moment, I'm kind of like, yeah, I kind of messed up here, but you know, we're here we are. So I'm like, yeah, bro, let me put a bat on, and those two push me, right? So I have to drop back, and either I can drop back and put a bat on, or I can find an armor swap, okay? So I see boxes right there, okay? So it's either armor swap or heal myself up. So I go for the armor swap. For some reason, when I pressed F the first time, it didn't complete the action, so I have to do it again. Little armor swap right there. The problem is, okay, so this is where the problem starts to really come into play. So since I sent that team solo, right, my teammate Drizzy is going to do the same thing because he thinks I'm in danger. He's seen my health. He knows I'm over here with these other two, and he was back here, you know, getting his ammo, getting his heals, whatever he needs to do. So he thinks I'm in trouble, so he sends them too, right? He's just following my action. You know what I'm saying? Because every action has a counter reaction, right? So he follows my action, flies those guys. They're waiting, licking their chops because they think it's me. And they're like, oh, it's his teammate, man. They team shot my dude, and he gets ripped, right? So here I come, late to the party because I had to heal up or armor swap, right? So shooting, do some damage on the Wraith. The Wraith is literally like one shot, right? Get a bullet on her before she teleports. Okay, so now I'm here in the smoke with the Jibby, right? Hip fire in the Jibby, ripping him, right? Ripping him. You know, again, this is me getting a little bit bloodthirsty in this situation, right? So Gibby hits me up a little bit. I try to go for the armor swap, and literally because of net coding, I get the armor swap off, right? Right here, I get the armor swap off. I click on it. As you guys see, I clicked on it, but he punched at the same time. His punch registered before my swap. I'm dead. We lose that fight. So again, I could have did several things different right there. Several things different. I didn't have to fly that team like that, right? After I got lasered a little bit, I could have backed off. Even though I took the jump pad, I could have backed off, right? Some shots there. I get lasered right here. I slid into it. So yes, it threw me forward, but I could have easily used my second jump to peel off here, go down there, right? Heal up, and then maybe come out as Dre flies or Drizzy flies them there. Now we can come out here. I got a flank. We can get a knock. And even if Dre goes down, I can clean up the 1v1. We still win, right? So I could have bailed out, but I still sent it, right? Again, I'm just being bloodthirsty right here. You gotta play smart. It's okay to fly people, but at the same time, we have to use our intelligence, right? We have to use our intelligence, okay? Another thing I could have did different right here, okay? So Drizzy goes down. I think I did a decent job of trying to push that and get some shots because I can see through the smoke. Ah, man, I missed too many shots right here. I think I missed 3 or 4 shots, but those 3 or 4 shots, 1, 2, 3, yeah. I missed 3 shots before I started tracking the Wraith, right? If I hit those 3 shots, that Wraith is knocked and it's a 1v1. Gibby isn't going to push me, right? He's not going to push me. I'm going to have a chance to bat up, and it's a smooth 1v1, and I'm still in all. I'm going to win that. 10 times out of 10, I'm going to win that, right? Instead, that doesn't happen. So, okay, right here, I get shots on the Gibby. I get shots on the Gibby. I got the Gibby in the blender. When the Gibby's back is turned, I should peel away. I'm hurt. I have what? 40 health. I have 40 health right here, right? Gibby's in the blender. Go. Get out. Get out of there. You did your damage. Get out. Because there's a rock that's, I want to say maybe 15 to 20 feet behind me, and I'm on a hill. Slide down the hill, bat up, come back, and refight this. Because what Gibby's going to do is drop the dome and heal up. The Wraith is already healing up inside, right? The Wraith is going to take time to heal up. I still have a viable 1v1 situation here. I do. I really do if I use my mind. But again, I allow my bloodthirstiness to take over. And I stay on that Gibby's back, right? And I'm trying to hit him with the R301. As you can see, I ran out of ammo there. And I try to go for the armor swap, but it's too late. It's too late, man. It's too late. So again, in the situation, I know it was a lot more difficult to make those decisions that I just said, you know, based upon reviewing the VOD. But the fact of the matter is, now that I've reviewed it and I'm learning from it, if I'm put in this situation again, I'm gonna play it different. You should always prioritize healing yourself versus going for a thirsty knock, especially when you scuffed it. I scuffed the knock on the Wraith. I need to get out there, heal up, and try to restore balance in that gunfight again. And who cares if it's a full health 1v2? I'm still in my ult. I'm flying around the map. Obviously, these guys are playing a little bit timid, so I have the advantage because I'm the aggressor and they're defending themselves, right? Worst case scenario, I go back, I heal up, I get Drizzy's banner, and I skate. And that's okay too. You don't always have to press a fight. I know Drizzy goes down. Why not try to go get him back up? Especially with it only being, how many teams was left at this point in time? There's 4 squads left. 4 squads left at this point in time. So I might be able to hit this res beacon right here, get Drizzy up, get him a little bit of loot, and we're back in the fight. Or we might be able to get back to his loot, or just having him back, you know, even if he wants to play scapegoat, whatever the case may be, having him back in the game is going to do more than enough to help, right? So there are several things I could have did there. I could have played that better, but again, I got bloodthirsty. Hubris is a mother duckum, and we lost the game because of that right there. So again, guys, reviewing your gameplay is pivotal for growth. Okay, absolutely pivotal. And the last thing I'm going to throw in there, okay, after you've became accustomed to reviewing VODs, right, reviewing what you're doing right, doing wrong, yada yada yada, one thing you can do, and this is a feature that has been recently implemented, is you can start dropping solo, right, and start playing solo duos or even doing solo trios, right, and review that. Because the more efficient you are at wiping duos or wiping full squads, the more efficient you're going to be when you actually play on a team. Even though Apex is a team-based game, you want to be able to hold your own as an individual. Okay, if you cannot do that, then you're going to be in trouble. If you always lean on the back of others, man, you are in a funky spot. So I encourage you, you're going to get beat up a lot, probably for the first day, actually probably the first week, you're going to get beat up a lot. But if you're reviewing VODs, if you're taking mental notes, man, I had one knock, but man, his teammate got me on the flank, right? Because I wasn't watching the flank. Now, next time you play, when you knock that teammate, you're watching the flank. You might thirst a teammate, get a shield swap off, and you're good to go, right? You can handle that 1v2. Or if you're doing a 1v3 situation, right? You're like, man, like I just keep getting team shot. So what you're thinking of is, man, how do I create 1v1 situations here? Now you're using your brain, you're using the map to your advantage. You're starting to do things of that nature that will benefit you in a positive manner. You know what I'm saying? Once you start to get your brain involved, the mechanics, you can always train mechanics. There are so many mechanically gifted people out here, but you become lethal once you integrate what happens between the ears with your mechanics. GG's only, man. GG's. And ladies and gentlemen, that's what I have for you all on the day. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you guys learned something. If so, do me the biggest favor, hit that sub button, like the video, all that beautiful stuff, and I will catch you all in the next one. Until then, your boy Cray is out. Peace.